Yeah. We in here. Happy Sunday, fun day, as I say, but that cliche is going to change eventually. Ha!
Whoa,
Bars. Yeah, I got them bars. Early Sunday morning.
sound like Petey
Early
Crack over
Sunday morning.
there.
You know what I'm saying? You in the
Oh,
basement with Next Step and your boy.
okay.
He was a little delayed, but we going to let that ride. Pause.
I'm loving that hat. I'm loving
Loving
that
the
hat
hat?
over there. I'm
I
loving that hat
got you.
over
You
there.
know what I'm saying? Next Step
Hey man,
basketball,
listen.
I'm still in the
And I give
building.
you, I give you a Jets hat. Give you like a Jets hat or something like that.
Yeah, we definitely can burn that live on air. You know what I'm saying?
like LeBron
we
James jersey.
definitely we definitely can burn that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But yo, listen, hey, happy Sunday fun day. You're in the
Mm-hmm.
building with this the next step himself and my boy K Mizzle,
Mm-hmm.
Dom Dizzle,
Yep.
and we here on our happy Sunday as we usually do. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Ready to have some debatable, fun topic talking
Yeah.
and fun, and get K for his sound bites that he used to getting, that we all, he used to shooting his observing reports. You know what I'm
See.
saying? And we might have some guests today, hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if they chime in, you know what I'm saying? They want to get on the live
Mm-hmm.
with us. You can call in. You can call in if y'all have something to say on the topic. You know what I'm saying? We're not holding you back.
That's right.
It's about us.
Don't be
Everybody,
scared.
join
Don't be
us. You know what I
scared.
mean?
Don't be
Don't be
scared to come in.
scared. We
Don't
want
be
the
scared to
smoke.
come in.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We want the smoke. Everybody get it. Don't get muted. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's
That's
safe from the mute button.
man. That's the fun part about
That's
it to
the
me.
fun part about it,
I like getting muted sometimes.
See,
You
this is when
know.
he starts saying stupid stuff, y'all.
That's
He's
right.
starting
You know what I
already.
mean? Like, listen, man.
Bro's starting already.
Sometimes you gotta get muted. Sometimes you gotta, you gotta take one for the team, man. That's
No
what it's
doubt, no
about.
doubt. You do have
You
to do
know.
that. You know what I'm
So
saying?
how was the weekend, man? How was the weekend?
Oh man, my weekend was solid. Actually,
Solid.
I
Okay.
didn't do much. Congratulations to my cousin and sis, Terry and Tamika.
Okay.
I brung another godson of mine now.
All right.
Terry Jr. is
All
in
right.
was born on Wednesday.
Congratulations, y'all.
Wednesday.
Congrats.
Yeah, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, this week, just work. Just
Mm-hmm.
work. Chilled yesterday. Didn't do much.
Okay.
Did a little running around.
Yeah. You
You know what I'm
should have
saying?
came down, man. You should have
Still
came
built.
down,
I
man.
actually no Friday I came down, but I came
Okay.
down late. I was coming from work, so I couldn't make it to the Memorial game, the Uptown
Mm-hmm.
Memorial game.
That's
But
Simon's,
I
right?
got a chance. Yeah, I got a chance
Okay.
to meet up with a few people and talk to my cousin Chaff. He played in the game as well.
Shout out,
You know what I'm
Chop.
saying? Uh, Other than that, like I said last week, my Uncle Russell funeral was this week, this Wednesday. We laid him to rest well and had a great time of his life and his legacy. Uh, Opposite of that, yesterday, yeah, I didn't do much yesterday. Me and Terry ran around to the farmers market and stuff.
Ooh.
Came back. I started, I'm in the process of selling cornhole boards because I'm building them now.
You're talking my language now. You're talking my language about the farmers market because you know what that means to me. That's food. So, I mean, what was
Listen,
down there? What type of like?
that's
I know they
Terry's
had some
spot,
type of
man. That's
man,
Terry's
like
spot. He go.
farmers
We go.
market,
That's my
produce
first time
junction,
to the farmers market.
Reading terminal. I mean, we used to have like back in the day. I'm showing my age, but I know in usually like in every neighborhood, there's usually like a farmers market in there somewhere. Like I know, like back in the day on Fifth Street, there's a farmers
Fifth
market
Street or
down
Ninth
there.
Street or Ninth
Right.
Street.
That's
Ninth
right.
Street, yeah, or Ninth Street
Ninth
down.
Street down in
Or
South
Ninth
Philly. That
Street,
was a
South Philly.
great one. Reading
Yeah,
Terminal, of course,
yeah.
has a great farmers market down there. There's another one
Then we used
that
to go to Pensacola, New Jersey. That was
ooh,
a
there's
flea
another one
market,
my
and
mom
then
used to go to.
flea
Yeah,
market, and then the farmers market
the
up the
farmers
road,
market.
a little bit
There's
further
another
up near
one
the
that
McDonald's.
there's another one that mom used to go to. Rest in peace, mom.
No doubt.
It was I think it was
English
like
Town.
near not English Town, but I think it was
And
like
me and my grandma
around
and them used to go
Aramingo or
there.
something like that. It was like
Okay.
Aramingo. They used to get all like the meat, the ribs, and the
Oh, okay.
chicken and stuff
Gotcha.
like that, at like a
Right.
wholesale price. And then there was like then she would get lunch meat, and it was it was a great atmosphere because back then the farmers markets, like they used to know you by name. Like, oh, there's Osborne. Oh, there's Mr. Scott.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
Mr. Scott,
yeah.
you want the same thing?
Yeah, yep,
Turkey, cheese,
yep, yep.
we got some new stuff coming in. We got the hot pepper cheese coming
Yeah,
in,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. That's true. But opposite of
Yeah.
that, I ain't do much. How was your weekend?
Weekend was good, man. Weekend was real good. Of course, the Danny Rumpf Classic started on Thursday, and I got a chance to get to. I think I got there by the last part of the first game, and then the second game. Now,
big shout out to Mike Morak and the Danny Rumpf Foundation.
Shout out. And what I love before I even go into the recaps and all that stuff, like what I love about the Danny Rumpf and also the Uptown Memorial is like you see a whole lot of guys that you haven't seen like in maybe 5 years, 10 years, 15 years.
Sometimes even longer than that.
Exactly. And you just pick up right where you left off. Like
yep.
A couple guys were asking about you too. Brandon, bald head, brown skin Brandon, like AAU Brandon.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, he was like, yo, what's up? This and that, I'm trying to get on the podcast. I'm like, hey, look, man.
Hey, man. All you got to do is show up. Try to get on the
That's
podcast.
it.
Show up, like, subscribe, comment. Once you comment, bam, you here. And if you want to get in on a conversation, just get in on a conversation.
Let me see. Who else did I see down there? A lot of people down there. It's just too long of a list for me to mention. But I will mention, I did see the great Mo Williams down there. Mo Howard. I'm sorry. Mo Howard. My bad. Sorry. I did not need to put someone on your name. I apologize, sir.
It's all good.
Yeah. But it's always great to like talk to him, just see him, like his spirit and everything in his aura. Like, because whenever he has stuff to talk about basketball, like you gotta listen. Yep. You have to listen, man. Yep. But it's just great seeing everybody. And nice, great environment for the kids. They were loving it. And then also your boy was there. Your boy Jalen Brunson was there.
Oh, Jay was there.
Let me tell you something, dude. This
special, man.
This dude put on the show. I'm gonna tell you about this one movie he did. Me and Kyle looked at each other. Shout out to Dr. Kyle. Safe travels.
Shout out to Dr. Kyle, Black Psychologist podcast.
My brother and I, we were just watching, like, okay, this and that. And one of Kyle's friends was a little skeptical about Jalen Brunson. Like, I don't know if he's worth all that money. And Jalen did this move, yo. They tried to bump him off the rock, boom, but he absorbed the blow, boop. He did something like in and out it, and did something, caught the bump, and just like reverse laid it up. Like me and Kyle just looked at each other like, yeah.
He could have been a Clipper.
He could have. Speaking of Clippers. Speaking of Clippers, right? Speaking of Clippers.
Gosh, damn, I set myself up for that one.
Thank you. You sure did. The Morris twins are in effect. Thursday, they were kind of chilling. You know what I mean? Friday, I heard I didn't get a chance to go there on Friday. They were getting it in on Friday, and Saturday, they were getting it in as well. But just watching, Markeith and Marcus just
work.
I mean, like pro, yo. It's like you just sit there and just watch. Like you start just getting hype. Like if you're a basketball head like that, like us, like you're gonna get hype. Like you want to go out there and just go hoop right then and there. Like, all right, let's go hoop. Like put the basket up or something. Also, Quade Green was there, of course, representing Southwest and Southwest Philly and stuff like that.
Hey, Mike, I'm gonna send you the link anyway, bro. So if you want to jump on, bro, you can jump on. It ain't about nothing.
Because I'm not sure if you were there, Mike.
It's good to see that you on here, bro. Make sure you hit that like button too before you jump on. Yep, for sure. Mike, I'm about to send you the link now.
Sir. And also, like, but what I heard, I know I missed the first game on Saturday. Yesterday, basically. Team Villanova was in the building.
Sent.
And it was good, man. Eric Pascal, I think Jermaine Samuels was playing on there too, I believe. It was nice, man.
Yeah.
The twins were getting busy too. Like both of them had 20. Thomas Robinson was there from Kansas as well, who played with him.
Is he still overseas still?
I think he's overseas, yeah.
Okay. That's good to see that he's still playing.
Yeah, I think most of them had like double doubles. I think Marcus and Markeith, they both had player of the game. They shared co-player of the game and stuff like that. Whew. It was, from what Kyle was telling me, he said that thing was that thing was lit.
Yeah, I heard that. They said Brandon Austin got player of the game for his
Yeah,
game, and he put up like a double rebounds and
yeah,
points and
yeah.
stuff. But you know,
Because I think it was let me check my notes here. It was I think that was Team CTC, Competitive Training Company, I think.
okay,
They had Air Pascal. It was a nice little all-star squad too, because they had Pascal, Marcus Kennedy was on there.
okay,
Fats Russell was on there.
okay.
Woo!
Yeah,
Fats was
I always love
Fats was
Fats,
bringing
man.
the business.
Yeah, I
Fats
always
was
love
bringing
Fats.
the
I heard
business.
he's going overseas to
Oh,
play,
that's
man.
good. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
opportunity. You gotta take advantage of opportunity. I was hoping that he got a shot, real good shot, opportunity in like the G League or like the 2-way contract or something. I think, like I said before, when we used to talk about the Philly guards, it's always the issue of size, man. All our
right.
best guards,
Right.
besides Brandon, been small, and that's been the killer. Kyle got away with it because Kyle was a different type of animal coming
Yes.
out of Villanova. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, even Malik had a shot. Sean had a shot. You know, Sean injuries hurt them
Right.
mainly, but like for Fats and for Quad A, it's just like, you know, the league has been going to the taller guards lately, so the
With less
smaller guards don't
skills.
really get that opportunity. That,
Yeah,
you know what I
because
mean?
I was
But,
watching. Yeah, I was watching Quad A. Shout out to Quad A.
yeah,
'Cause
shout out to Quad A.
he got when they were playing again, because they had to play a second game to get into the semis and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got, I don't know if he fell or he got cut or something like that, but then he was out for the rest of the game because
Okay.
they were moving and grooving out there.
Yeah, I
Because
heard
you know
of
how
it.
South Philly plays. They straight run and gun, like
Mm-hmm.
shoot, get
Keep
back,
going.
shoot,
Yeah, right.
get back,
Right.
shoot.
But that's good. I'm glad to see
Yeah.
the rump thing is going very well, and people are performing, and people are
17th
showing up,
year.
opposed to people saying
Yes.
they come in and then don't show up. So big shout out to Mike Morat, Justin,
Shout out to Just.
Miss Rump, the whole family over there at Team Rump, Mallory, former Mallory Recreation Center. You know what I'm saying? But
And I
congratulations
love
on
how
them.
far they came too. I love how
Yes.
far they came, like because they
They
started in Mallory,
fought
right?
for Mike for Danny to get that name changed to that recreation center, and it worked out, and it's an honor. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations once again to that family, that foundation, always doing big things and helping some of these kids that won't ever see some of these NBA players and
Yes,
play
it was a
in
treat for him,
in a
man.
competitive
Yeah.
forum. So
Yeah,
big shout out to them.
and even some of these guys out here who didn't get a chance to actually test their mettle against these pro players.
Right.
I mean, because some of these cats, like I know some of these cats could easily play like overseas, but other things have life happens.
Right.
I'll just put it to you like that. Life
Right.
happens. You get dealt a different set of cards, whatever the case may be, but they still never gave up their love for ball and stuff like that.
The
Mike,
boy
what it
is
do,
here.
baby?
Mr. Mike Anderson, the second Bucket Gang, rocking a new Bucket Gang shirt.
Solid.
Let's see what your volume sound like. Speak, say something, brother. No, no.
Got it again.
Here we go. Here we go again, Mike. Can't hear you, Mike. We can't hear you. Your speaker. Oh boy. Caden passed off his bad signals.
Man, that's that bad juju.
Go out and come back in. Do you got headphones on? Are they on? You can hear us.
Yes.
Yeah, but we can't hear you. You doing sign language. You making my sign language look good right now. Like,
Throwing on gang signals and stuff.
Yeah. Remember last time he went on this computer, I think. Last time.
Okay.
Or he went in another room or something. But Mike could get back in here, Bucket Gang TV. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, brother, for jumping in, and you're going to come back. Hopefully you have some volume so we can hear you. But yeah, so also not only the Danny Rump was going on this week, started Thursday. The Uptown Memorial Cookout was Wednesday or Thursday.
Yep.
One of those days. I forgot because I couldn't make it to any of this stuff because of my work schedule.
Yeah.
So, but it was very successful. for all those who are missed, you're still missed. You're not going. You're gone, but not forgotten. The
Definitely.
Uptown Memorial Cookout has been hosted for the last several years by Wesley Hawkins. Shout out to Wes and Bo Presley. Chaffee Fields sponsored a lot of the stuff that's going on with the Uptown Memorial. Big shout out to Chop and Team Wise, his sports agency. But yeah, that was taking place, I think Wednesday, or Thursday. But that was a great turnout. Mike is back. Let's see what Mike got to say if he can speak. Say something, gangster. Man, you gotta get off this cricket phone, man. You can't do the Walmart talk as you go. You can't do cricket. All right, going to the other room where you was at before. When your wife was about to beat you up when y'all had to go out.
Whoa. Whoa.
We can't hear you. Nope, we definitely can't hear you, bro.
There you go, I hear him.
Am I muted?
Oh, there you go. You just came in and went out.
I ain't doing nothing different.
All right.
I don't know.
You coming in now. You like going in and out.
Yeah, I don't know what I did.
Just speak. Anytime you speak, just speak your piece. We just was speaking on the Danny Rump tournament. Did you make it down there?
Yeah, I got to go down there Friday.
Okay.
I got there. Yeah, I think started on time. So
Of course.
I got there trying to get there in the end of the second half of the first night. I think it was AI. With the names and whatnot, but I know the game of the day, and I know Sam Rhymes was coaching that team. I can't pronounce Marday, something like that. And the boy, man, he was going off. And
go in another room, Mike.
Was CDM. All right, I'm gonna come out.
Yeah, he was. A lot of guys were telling me about that game too.
Sam Ryan's coach, his team. Who was on his team?
That I don't know, because I was calling people to see what was going on and stuff like that, but they were just like everybody now all of a sudden everybody wants to go to voicemail. And then on Saturday, now everybody wants to text me. Okay, what time did Danny Ruff Jones start? It starts at 1, man. Like even though it's not going to start on time because you have to wait for, and it's not a bad thing because you're waiting for, first of all, people are just getting in there, number one. Then you see people you haven't seen in a while. Nice looking ladies are in there. Shout out to the ladies in there. You ladies were looking good.
All day long.
Then you're staring at the ladies. Then the ladies they're keying and stuff like that. And then you're talking to them because you haven't seen them in a minute. So it's a whole big old family reunion down there. Mm-hmm. Then the players come in. Then everybody's rubbing shoulders with the players because like I said, what I love about the Danny Ruff is
you see people in a minute. Everybody want to bust it up.
Players are touchable, right? Players are touchable. Take pictures. It's a good atmosphere. The kids down there shooting baskets and stuff like that with the players and stuff like that. From what I heard, they were out there getting busy. Just like the Twins were getting busy because they had to play 2 games. FOE had to play 2 games. They played the first game, then they had to play the last game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think they get into the semis and stuff like that.
So when was the champion? Was the championship today or yesterday?
Was on Monday.
It was on Monday.
So it's going to be one game today. We won't be at that game because it's 1 o'clock. I'll probably get hey, sorry guys. Look, priority. I have to prioritize my stuff.
Right.
Podcast comes first. Sorry. But I definitely, because I know Blue Magic is in that.
And that's what Brandon plays for Blue Magic because he plays for Blue Magic in in what you call league over for
now I'm trying to figure out on Team 8i. Now on 8i, that was a good team too. They just didn't see. You could tell when you don't have a pro in your team because you can see the holes in it. Okay, they don't have Jalen, so they're going to go right at Khalif and all them. But Khalif was putting up buckets though. Khalif Wyatt still
got it. He just landed a coaching job too.
Did he now? Congratulations.
Yeah, Khalif Wyatt is coaching at I saw it. But shout out to Khalif Wyatt. But he
Shout out.
definitely did just receive a assistant coaching job. I think he's assistant, not a
Nice.
head coach, but I think he's an assistant
That's where it starts
at a school. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. Shout out to Khalif Wyatt.
With the old man game.
Old man game. Yeah.
Old man game,
Yeah.
yo. Like, but you know, and one thing about Khalif too, like when you see him, like when he's backing you down and stuff like that, he's bigger than he looks. Like on TV, he looks kind of short because he's with you know taller players and stuff like that. But when you see him, like in these little guards are trying to stop him and stuff like that, and he's smart with the ball too. So he's dribbling a little in and out here and there, in and out, wiggle, shot. And it was getting off too. The crazy part, he was just missing. That's all. It was hitting the side of the board.
Right,
you know,
right. Side of the board.
Side of the board, side of the rim. It was in the side of the rim too. Like, boom.
This is a little
inside the board. That's a tempo shot right there.
Right.
But
Then after the Uptown Memorial Cookout, the Uptown Memorial basketball game was on Friday night, which I got there too late because I got to work late. But I still tried to make my way down there. Got a chance to see a few people. I heard it was definitely once again a successful event. A lot of the old heads, a lot of the young players still come, which is great to show that they still have support for not only Uptown but for all those the old heads that actually is setting the foundation because they're next up.
Right.
So but good. It was a great event. Glad to hear it was no negative things going on with
at all
either events. The Memorial Cookout, the game, Danny Rump, none of that stuff. So that's great to hear, you know, because nowadays it's scarce to be in crowds now because of the dumb stuff that's happening in Philly right now. But it's great to hear that those things was what you want to say, accident free.
Yeah, drama free, man.
Drama free, accident free. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, this is a big, nice weekend for Philly basketball, Philly hoops, to bring some celebrities into the city, to get some of the older players on the court. You know what I mean? Let the youngins see the older players. Some of these young kids see some pro players play, and it's gracious. You know what I'm saying? So, big shout out to Wes Hawkins, Bo Presley, Chaffee Fields, Mark Whaley, Simon's Recreation Center, everybody that hosted the Memorial Game, LaSalle, who hosted the Danny Rump game once again, LaSalle Explorer. So
great host.
Mike Moore.
I got a question for you real quick.
And Foundation. Yeah, shoot it.
Yeah, before we can jump off of that subject, I got a question for you real quick. Who do you think next year needs to make an appearance at Danny Rump?
Next year. Being as though I ain't seen.
Or who would you like to see in the Danny Rump? Because we got Jalen, we got Eric Peshkov, we got all the Nova guys. It's like so. Pro. Who would you want as a pro?
What's the young boy from that's at Atlanta now?
We got Trey, we got John Collins, we got DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray.
I would love that. You know what?
And Murray. And Murray.
All right, Danny Rump, you heard that here. Make the call.
You know what I'm saying? Mike makes things happen, so I won't be surprised.
Does, man.
Mike
you know who I
really
really want to see? I would love to see Tyrese Maxey at the Rump.
He was there.
Was he playing?
He didn't play though.
I want to see him play.
I think right now he's not going to play until he gets his guaranteed contract.
Yeah.
So he's up for a contract at the end of this year.
Okay.
He can't afford to go out there and have some fun and. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody try to get a name off of him or something.
When I talked to Mike on Friday, because he came and met up with Chaffee at Uncle Russ repass,
right?
And he was like, he was trying to get him to play, but I had a feeling he wasn't going to play anyway because, like I said, that contract thing is real, and he coming off a rookie deal, and he got momentum. That was something that he couldn't afford to do. Not to say that he was going to get hurt, but that sacrifice. And he in the gym every day.
Yeah, that's good money. Yeah, because Tyrese Maxey, if you're listening to this podcast, once you get your guaranteed money, which you will get.
Oh, Tyrese Maxey, you gonna come on the podcast, bro?
Come on down.
Get you on the podcast. Let's get you on the
Come on
podcast,
down.
Tyrese.
Come on into the podcast first, and then you hit the Danny Rumph.
Everybody at Tyrese Maxey, and let's see if we can get him on the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would definitely love to see like a Trey Young, a Trey Young, Jonte Murray, John Collins combo. Like,
at Atlanta, that they gonna be rolling over there this year. It's just defending. Yeah. They just got
Well, offense is defense, so
yeah, that's true. That's true. At the same time, but yeah, man. It was a great weekend. On to the next. We're gonna talk a little bit about don't really get into the politics, but the Brittany Griner.
Okay, let's get into it.
Brittany Griner was found guilty. She pled guilty to a gram of not cannabis, but it was the liquid.
The cannabis oil. And some vape cartridges.
But it was only like a gram and a half or something like that.
Right.
And we all knew that they was going to try to throw the book at her. I mean, we would like y'all thoughts as well, but my opinion is more of Russia shitting on America.
Yeah.
And using her for example, because someone posted earlier this week, there was a Caucasian lady who had 1.7 grams of illegal substance, and she got 3 months and 100,000 rubles fine, and she was released. But
that same day?
3 months. 3 months. She had 3 months.
Okay.
But you giving Brittany Griner 9.5 years.
9.5 years.
9.5 years. But not only that, you kicking USA in the face, but you kicking your own country in the face because USA is coming. She's coming there to support Russia basketball.
Right.
At the same token, so you're getting a United States citizen to come there and play, even though you're paying her, but that also is bringing attention to the ball club that's over there in Russia. So they're using her for example, which is not good, and then it's not good. It's not going to look good on behalf of the United States as well, because there are people that's from the United States that have been held captive over there,
right,
for probably less of charges or whatever the case may be, and they're making a big deal out of the Brittany Griner, but not thinking about those who are been over there before Brittany. So it's kind of like the USA is getting a big onslaught of a backlash for both at the same time.
Right.
And Biden is trying to bring Brittany home, but at the same token, there's other U.S. citizens that's over there, and they try to do a swap for some killers and stuff. Like, I'm just sitting there like, yo, this is not the same.
This is not like a James Bond movie.
But at the same token, they supposed to do that because they know they got USA by the balls right now.
That's right.
But that's just my personal opinion. I think that's everybody's personal opinion, honestly, because there ain't no other way around it. We all know that she's being used as an example. And it's not cool, but that's Russia. At the end of the day, we talking about Russia. Russia has never been somebody that we always say, yo, I'm going to go see Russia. We always had negative remarks about Russia government. And now they're really bringing the hammer to the United States because of the situation. But USA and the WNBA and the NBA has to look at this and say, why should our players have to go somewhere else to play? And that's the problem. That's part of the problem. That's 90% of that problem, is that our American players have to go overseas, female players, just to make a living after playing in the highest league that the United States is granting them. And they still have to go over there because of pay. So that's just my opinion. I would love to hear yours. Mike is back. Hopefully we got some audio this time.
Hit me, man.
You coming in a little bit better.
Oh, yo, I'm different. doing nothing different. I don't know what's going on.
Man, I'm telling you, them cricket phones, man, they act up when they want to.
No cricket
Come
phone.
on. Come on, man.
The
Come on,
Walmart
man.
pay as you go.
Oh, come on, man.
You got the Steve
on.
Harvey jump.
Oh, come on, man.
No, I know what it is,
sound
Mike. You sound good. You sound cool. You got the
settings to change, like the microphone settings and all that.
okay.
Wait, what?
You still chopping up a little bit, but we deal with it as is. I mean, living in that big mansion you got, you know what I'm saying? You might have to go into one of the little corner cubbies or something, you know what I'm saying? The signal bad, you know what I'm saying? He in the war room.
You already know I don't come outside.
That's where the best. Hey, man, that's where the best business decisions are made, Mike. That's where they're made at. Sometimes you can make those hard decisions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, Mike, we did speak on Danny Rumpman. You were speaking on it for Friday, just to backtrack a little bit, because you did come in and we want to finish hearing what you had to say about Danny Rumpman on Friday. You were saying something about Sam Ryan's team. How was that?
Yeah, I think it was. I'm trying to think of the name of that team. I think it was Murder or Meta.
It began with the A, I think.
Yeah. But I didn't really know any of the players on his team. They was calling somebody's boss, and the white boy that was playing off. I think he scored like 18 straight.
I know you're talking about.
They done like 20. He scored like 18 straight. Yeah, I mean, he put on the show.
Were they like a neon green team or something like that?
Yeah, something like I don't know if it was neon green, but
it was green or something like that. Was it something like that? Yeah. Okay.
He put on the show against FOE. You know what I mean? And you can just tell they pros, man. Like it's different levels of football players, and it really shows when you see pros like this, and like people that's trying to get to that level.
Mm-hmm.
The CTC, it was Magic.
Mm-hmm.
That go, you know what I mean? But as far as they end up playing, I think the Rump Center, you know what I mean? So like, oh no, you know the Rump is official. It's just being there all day, so that can work. Like,
right.
I'm gonna sit there.
I can only eat with so much water ice.
Right.
Yeah. So it's hard to go back to back. It's hard to go from like and Sunday. I don't know, man. You gotta really like be, you know what I mean? So, but you know, good though.
Okay. That's Mike's report on his Friday night at the Danny Rump Center. We spoke on the Uptown Memorial. I'm not sure if you familiar with the Uptown Memorial cookout and then the Uptown Memorial game.
Yeah.
So
I ain't get to go to the there's been stuff been going on, but I'm going to do that though.
Yeah, so that went well, and then we just started talking about Kay had a question. What was the question that you asked?
My question, Mike, was because I asked Larry the same thing. Like at the Danny Rump, like the next Danny Rump, which is going to be next year in August. Like, is there any pro or player that you wanted to see at the next Danny Rump Classic?
I did. I was hoping Tyrese Maxey would have played. I did want to see Tyrese Maxey playing that. I think in that with his style of play, that would have mean. We see. I wouldn't mind seeing him play again. You know what I mean? Playing it, man. I think it can just elevate. You know what I mean? Even more because I see a lot of these guys, Paris cities, and all that. But you know what I mean? Like when you mark the Rose and Harden, they play them Jones every year, man. Guys playing that stuff every year. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just the Twins, they've been holding it down though. I get a Twin. I mean, because they don't have
most definitely
to do it. They don't have
exactly.
They don't, and for them to play in it just I mean, just to give people a chance to see them, and I mean, other players that came up in the city too. You know what I mean? So beyond probably step on the floor. You know what I mean? He did 1 year, right? It was like years ago.
Yeah. Yep. It was like 3 years, 3-4 years ago. Yep.
you to participate in it. You know what I mean? So, so Butler, and so
Yeah.
guys that's pros for like the compete.
Right. We also just was talking about the first topic really was the Brittany Griner situation. I expressed how I felt about it. Kay didn't get a chance to express how he
No.
felt. So Kay, if you want to go next, or you want to let
Nope,
Mike
Mike.
go.
Mike, go ahead, brother.
So I know what was your feelings on it.
My feelings was they're using her as a puppet because right now they know they have the United States by the balls.
Right.
We gave Ukraine all this money to help them fight Russia.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Caucasian lady that was sentenced to 3 months and 100,000 rubles in their terms of money, and was released prior to Brittany Griner being held accountable for her actions. She pleaded guilty for the reason. She admitted it, thinking that it was going to be some leniency, but we all knew that they was going to use her, like I said, as a puppet. And right now, United States NBA and then WNBA have to look at themselves. There's not too much of WNBA because the NBA controls the money for the WNBA.
Right.
Because they're all small teams to those owners. They have to look at themselves and find out why our women are had to go overseas just to make a living when we supposed to give them the best opportunity here. So that was just all my train of thought.
I mean, it might not say. I'll say this: money has no feelings. Money has no feelings. They don't have like. We know why the WNBA had money. Like, it's not going to be a $20 million player because the bottom line is they just, you know what I mean? It's a shame to say that. I know it's just the business of it. They just don't generate the.
Right.
And I think, Mike, not to cut you off. Yeah, not to cut you off, and you still going a little in and out. But another thing I think, and I'm a big supporter of women's basketball, but another thing that comes into play is the fact that today's society, when it comes to females and basketball, is not the same as before when we used to come up in basketball. We used to look forward to going to the girls' games. There's a chance that you can date a girl that plays basketball with you, and I have nothing against you selecting how you portray yourself. But being as though there's so much of the LBGQ community in basketball now that it pushes a lot of guys away from watching it, because it's almost like you watching a lower level, not to say man, but you're watching unathletic, and all these females are having the look of a male. So it's a turnoff for a lot of males that used to watch it just to watch the beautiful women that play the game that they love.
Right. I remember. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Do you think that the women support as much as you say? Like, I mean, like you saying, like, I mean, because I know a lot of women that love that. They don't watch WNBA. It's not because they saying that they don't like. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's just having to support it, and then like you saying, like the LG community, like if they have their own, or if they support it, it would like just the men to support it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And the NBA, they're pushing that to have more female. You get what I'm saying? To help. You know what I mean? They probably. So I don't know if it's women support as much as the men is. That's you know what I mean. We do it. You know what I mean? But I don't know if transfers to like the major sport level.
Right.
Dean Smith, what's up, Dean? Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification button. He says, "The hell with Brittany Griner. If any black man got caught up, she would be sleeping well at night. We can't keep giving people excuses for bad behavior." I mean, yeah. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, he wrong for that, man. I ain't gonna say the hell.
Yeah, with that, yeah. I'm not gonna say that. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because everybody makes mistakes. We all make mistakes, and whatever way that is. And I know Dean Smith is a comedian at the end of the day with us on the show. Right. But with this one, I'm not gonna sit there and I can't agree with you at all with that because a mistake of bringing a gram of, you know what I'm saying, of ooey, liquid ooey to in that country, who would have thought this would be a big thing? You know what I'm saying? We here smoking weed legally now. Right. You see what I'm saying? In our states, we smoking weed legally, where at one point it was illegal. You couldn't be caught with it at all. So for her to do something that she's accustomed to doing here, and she probably forgot about it, or even if she didn't forget, she probably thought they just throw it in the trash or whatever the case may be. For her to get caught up in that is not cool, you know, not at all. I'm not gonna say the hell with her if she be sleeping well, because we don't know what's going on with how she felt about other issues that have happened to men in general. You know what I'm saying? Anthony, bro, what's up, bro?
What up, man?
Make sure you hit that like button. He says women aren't in support of women's basketball. Most women will accompany their man to a man's basketball or football game. Women love to be in or around where men are. Always been this way. And I totally agree with that too. I agree with that too. But we do have, not to be over talking, because I want to give y'all a chance to say
go ahead,
something
keep going.
well.
No, you're flowing. You're flowing on this one. Go.
We do have women that love the sports. I mean, we have nieces and nephews nieces, Maj and Sanaa and all and Aaliyah, like they love the sport. So that's not saying that they wouldn't be around it if they wasn't playing it. Right. There are some women that don't play the game of basketball that love basketball. We find a lot of females that like football more than basketball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not that too much, but that is true that a lot of women love to be around masculinity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's almost masculinity in WNBA now. Sad to say, but that's when I look at it, I'll be like,
but they're trying to clean it up, though. I mean, they're trying to
you can't though.
You know, they're trying to do it because that was. I don't know if you got a chance, Mike and Larry. I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch the Dream Team special for the women when they did the when they were like in Atlanta, and they were going through a lot of stuff too, and they were trying to like, you know, pretty them up. I'm gonna use that term, excuse me, ladies, but they were trying to, because they were playing like a little bit like the guys. That's what they were trying to like get away from. Like, stop playing basketball like guys and play like girls, you know, in a way that's more offensive and chauvinistic than anything, because like the women, like, and plus they were a little bit, you know, more muscular, so they could wear certain things and stuff like that. They wanted, you know, the WNBA and the NBA wanted the women to be soft, you know, and that's, you know, that's hard to do when you're trying to make someone do what they don't want to do. Like, there was a clip where they took the 96 Olympic women's team to, like, you know, he took them to like a nice little, clothing store, a little fashion place. And they were trying to make them dress up like in dresses and skirts and shoes and stuff like that. They were just like there was a part when Dawn Staley, shout out to Dawn.
Shout out to Dawn.
And the lady came over to her like, "Hey, Dawn, why don't you just wear this? Wear this nice little blouse and stuff like that." I was like, "Nah, that ain't me, fam. That ain't me." And then they tried to force her to make it, force her to make that transition. She's like, "Please, Dawn, just wear this." She's like, "No, I don't want to make it." Then he just like, most of them like walked out. You know, they felt some type of way about it. You know, but I mean, it's a slippery slope. You know,
it is. It definitely is. And I have, like I said, I have nothing against.
Nor do I.
You clarify yourself as. I have nieces, I have play sister, I have little sister, I have, you know what I mean, that are LBGQ. How you say it? I can't say it right. But I have nothing against. Yeah, I have
So,
nothing against them.
so like, I think we're trying to rush the NBA too. Like the WNBA is only in this 20. I'm not. I don't know if I'm correct on
I
that.
think it's like 20th or 25th or something.
Then
They just didn't they just have an anniversary or something?
They just had a 20th
Yeah,
anniversary.
they just had a 20th.
So,
yeah.
So
Okay.
when it's still want to have your hardcore supporters, and you still a fan. You know what I mean? So look at the NBA, and not until Larry and Magic saved the NBA, which was 1980, like 20, 25 years from the
right.
You know what I mean? So I think we just got to give it more time too. We looking at the monetary side of it, and we trying with the male players are making compared to not fair. You know what I mean? The NBA been around. You know what I mean? That's a long time to build a brand and to draw fans that just might not just be. You got the casual fan that's going into the debate of you can't have those debates yet. A league that's only been around 25 years. You know what I mean? Or 20 years. Right now, I just think we just gotta give it time to grow. We don't even get to that level where a Brittany Griner over in Russia. But you gotta look at it back when they had to work 2 jobs. They had to work, you know what I mean? So building the brand of a new and trying to be successful. So I just think I think that should be typically we talk about the leagues and the disparity. The disparities, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a great point, Mike, about bringing up with NBA players used to have to work 2 jobs and stuff like that prior to the NBA being as it was. But at the same token, the NBA also had ABA and other funnel leagues that merged into the NBA. And what we doing here, we just create the WNBA and didn't have no kind of other leagues prior to besides these females going overseas and then saying, all right, I'm not going to be overseas anymore. I'm going to play in the WNBA. But they're in the WNBA for a couple of months. But then they have to go right back overseas, opposed to now the NBA doesn't have those other side-off leagues that because of the growth, like Mike was saying, of the league. I look at that and say, great point. I look at that and say, but how long will it take? Because if you're losing a lot of these the financial pursuits that have to give in order for the league to be successful, you can't expand. You see what I'm saying? And then another problem is that the college basketball females, they're not allowed to come out of school early.
Right.
They have to stay 4 years. So you have the young lady from UConn that could have came out after her freshman year to give the league some buzz, but now you're holding her back to stay in school for 4 years.
And now
so now she's 3 years past her prime now. From
that's
the eye.
More the player collective, like what they bargain. And you got to remember too, it's a young league. So if you get college, right, 3 years, and you got no league, I remember it was the same argument when allowing the high school players come in, right? Yeah, I remember it was a flooded with high school kids, right?
Yep.
Early, and then it was basically about the job. It's the NBA at that level. So I don't know how many spots is so the WNBA level, right? I think it's ran by the NBA, so I think they're trying to use this. I'm gonna go back to this real quick. So like again, NBA probably started. We can probably say what, the 60s, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It started in the 60s.
Like 65, 60.
All right, so at 80, it was talked that the league was dying. It was dead.
Literally.
Right? The league was, it wasn't going to be more NBA. With Savior that just had the foresight to put together Black player and Magic Johnson versus a white player. Use that dynamic in America to draw attention to the league, save initially the NBA. You know,
right? And
the WNBA, we gotta kind of look at it to answer your question, like how long it will take. We don't know. They can market players or market something that casual fans. So you gotta remember the race thing is what Brunk. You probably had somebody by Indiana that way, but once Larry Bird got in there and they put him against Magic Johnson, the whole family watching on Saturdays or whatever, and you know what I mean, and want to see Larry Bird versus Magic. It's really about the players and what the league can market. So, like I said, I don't think it's a solution that we can come up with to say, yo, what can we do? How much really about how the league is going to market and basically appeal to somebody casually there. We hardcore fans, so we don't watch I don't watch everyone, but if I see one, I'll watch one. But what about the casual fan? What about the little girl that don't play? We can't assume that all little girls is WNBA.
Right. That's true.
They might not be like, but they might watch a NBA like, oh, who LeBron James is, or Kyrie Irving and stuff like that. I think we gotta look into those factors like kids and little girls, little boys, and even like them teenagers also. It just can't, you know what I mean? Adults, you know what I mean? It's about the kids pumping it up and gotta make it fashionable for the WNBA. And to this point, because Kay made a great point where they were trying to like I don't want to say masculinity because it's every different way, but I did see that they try to make a way where they was. I seen some of the WNBA players they've been, and I'm showing off they bodies a little bit more. So and like
what's her name? Cooper.
Tia Cooper.
Yeah, boy.
She might.
Hey, boo boo.
Like see in the movies now, but
I don't care
like that. But she drew interest though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, she did.
Yep. You got people casually. So like, if it's some men that don't like basketball, a man out here like they see her on their gram.
Exactly.
Right. You know who it was, Mike?
They're going to.
Like it was, you know who it was too. Like, because I remember when I was watching college basketball for I still watch women's college basketball, but
man, Skylar Diggins.
There you go. I remember when Skylar Diggins came on the scene. See what I'm talking about, Mike? You see what I'm talking about? When Skylar came on the scene. Sorry, LaShawn. Sorry, baby. I am so sorry. I'm about to be
Skylar, boy. Oh my gosh.
I'm like, who is
she lost so much weight now. She just looked different. But Skylar, boy, dog.
She had the straight hair when she got her awards and stuff like that.
You ain't got to tell me twice. Dean Smith says she's in Russia. She should know the law as an adult. She's not a child. Yeah, but we know the laws in America as well. Exactly. And we still don't abide by them.
And check this out, Dean. Like, this is actually, like Russia is actually, they're just being abusive with it.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's an abusive prosecution from the government. They're trying to be on some like
you gave Ukraine $50 billion, and y'all ain't even feeding your own state, your country. But you can give Ukraine $50 billion to fight us. All right, I got something for y'all.
Got you.
That's exactly what they doing.
Right there. Stay right there.
Anthony said, I'm sorry, but watching the women miss easy layups and throw the ball off the side of the backboard is not appealing. Sometimes it's just bad basketball. But it's bad basketball in the WNBA, but we still watch it.
That's it. So,
there's bad basketball in the NBA too, yeah.
I respect his opinion on him saying that because if he didn't say how to get better, like I said, it wasn't good basketball again until what? The 85s, you know what I mean? And not saying that those players wasn't good, but I know how to play. Again, it's going to take time. It's a very young league. And we got to see where they're going. You know what I mean? Now, if it's 20 years from now, then the WNBA might just take a hard look to see if they win or they might have fooled. You know what I mean? But money doesn't have listen, one thing about money is no feelings. They don't
Very true.
We can be like, why is it this and why is it that? Man, at the end of the day, they look. The bottom line right now, the WNBA loses more money than mine. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if they was making more money, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
Like Philly,
Right.
and Philly has, and you know what I mean? Philly, like why don't we have a team?
Right.
So why get money for it? They don't think they can make money from it. You know what I mean? We would support it.
But I heard in the next couple of years supposed to be a Philly a pro level women's basketball team in the next couple of years.
I'll definitely support
somebody did this. I forgot who called me. Oh, Sean Hall said it.
Yeah,
Sean said it. Sean said that there's about to be a WNBA Philadelphia team, and they trying to get involved with it as well. But he the one that mentioned it 2 weeks ago on the show.
Right.
And I think that would be very, very competitive.
Yeah.
And look what Sean's doing. So, like, again, I'm looking at what Sean's doing with women's basketball. It's something that, I mean, he was always doing that's playing, and this is now bringing him into it. And more people start getting into it and start promoting it. He's like, what Sean's doing with it is like
awesome.
And what he's doing now is that he put all that, but now more people doing it, and I'm starting to see more people. Now you go to New York, I'm sure they doing it. And watch like in the next 5 or 7 years, translate and bubble up into the WNBA, and then we'll see a better product. So,
yeah, I believe you. I'm with you on that. But we got to take a little second. Lewis Leonard Elite Basketball Camp 2022, middle school dates August 15th through the 19th, high school dates August 22nd through the 26th, every day from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Camp fee is $250. Camp location, 8500 Pickering Avenue, Philadelphia, PA, 19150. You can reach Lou call him at 215-971-5086. You can still be a sponsor. He's still looking for sponsors if you want to sponsor. And the camp is a very great camp. We all have been to it, have been involved with it. The guy means a lot to the community, and it's all about basketball. Bring your game, not your name. Lewis Leonard Basketball Elite Camp. He's still taking registration. So if y'all want to jump in before it's time, it's getting close. We're like a week away. So, reach out to Lou at 215-971-5086. Lewis Leonard Elite Basketball Camp 2022.
Kids off the streets, man. Put them in the camp.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, the next topic of today's discussion is going to be Deshaun Watson and the NFL. Okay, I'll let you lead off.
Get banned. Larry trying to get banned.
Larry's killing it right now, isn't he? I taught him well, man.
Yeah,
I taught him well.
I'm learning on the fly,
I taught him well. Now, everybody knows. Like now, we know what his suspension is going to be. So, I think it's 6, right? Like
6 games as of right now.
Suspension.
But with the appeal,
he might appeal that to 3. He might appeal that down to 3.
But with the appeal, he may be able to play game 1.
Wow.
With the league appealing.
What?
Because he's not actually suspended if they appeal it.
Yeah.
That's the tricky part of it.
And here's the crazy part about that. They might mess around and let him play. You know why? Because he's must-see TV. He's Deshaun Watson.
But go ahead. Shoot your shot, bro.
But the Browns going to let him play anyway.
Talking, Mike. What you say?
No. I was just going over with you. I was going to let him play if he can play. Week 1 regardless. But go ahead, Kay. Go
ahead, Kay.
Yeah. I mean, now, do you want my take on the Browns or?
We want your take on this whole situation. We could start with the Deshaun Watson suspension. How do you feel about this situation with him getting the 6 games? Well, number one. Well, then we can get into the appeal part.
Well, first of all, some people want him not even to play.
They want him exonerated. Like I'm just so. It's just crazy because you ain't say that about Peyton Manning. You ain't say that about Ben Roethlisberger. You ain't saying nothing about Robert Kraft. You ain't talking about Jerry Jones. You ain't talking about Snyder. All these owners that the commissioner is working for. they getting slaps on the wrist, $1 million fine, and that's it. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my bad, K. It's on you.
Keep going. No,
man,
keep going,
you had me on. You had me ready.
Fire him off because I'm about to join you because I don't like that because I remember that Ben Roethlisberger saga. I remember that. Like he was in rap songs and everything. I think
it wasn't just one.
Nope. Exactly. Exactly.
He got a couple cases out there.
Dude's busy, yo.
Exactly.
Busy over here. Yeah. You know, I remember the Robert Kraft incident. Like you notice they swept that under the rug. We only talked about it like maybe
numerous massages.
Robert Kraft was
he was court. He was actually court in there. You know what I'm saying?
He got rated,
but it wasn't him. You know,
yo,
so it's like,
what up, Kareem? I appreciate you tuning in, locking in with us, man.
What up, P-Dub?
Make sure you like the channel. Make sure you go to YouTube and like the channel, like and subscribe, and hit that notification, brother. Button,
you should like him, Larry. You should like him. He's a fellow Cowboys fan too.
Oh yeah. Oh, Kareem the Dream, bro. Yo, come on, P.
He gave you a nickname, P-Dub. He gave you a nickname.
Next week, we into the football. We going division by division. We gonna get everybody in here that want to talk about their teams when we talk about their division, Mike. So you know when the Eagles come up, Mike, you're an Eagles fan, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you are. But yeah. Yeah, you see this boy with this Jets, this lame Jets shirt on.
Okay, man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I love my team.
Right.
You just want to have a miserable life.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a great team coming from a great organization.
Yo, Kareem, we appreciate that, bro. Make sure you hit the like button, Mike. That's the same thing I be saying, bro. I be saying it, Mike. I thought I'd probably be the only one saying this stuff to him, man. I just be like, what the? It's just man, like that's a bad. You wake up and you just like, I'm a Jets fan and a Clip.
It's a great combination. That's a great combination, man. You know why? Because the team like the Jets. You know, like they go through a lot of hardships and stuff like that. But once we start winning, once we start becoming relevant again.
What?
Yo, get him, Ring. Get him, Ring. Kareem said Jets and Clippers. He was bullied as a child.
No, it wasn't. I mean, listen, I can't. Why? Because I'm in Philadelphia. I got to root for my home team. I remember we had discussions about that. I can root for whoever I want. The Constitution of the United States guarantees. I can cheer for whoever I want to cheer for. That's freedom of expression.
So what you saying, huh?
Yo.
No, man, because actually, to be honest with you, I thought because I like with the.
But you gotta respect him for it, Mike. You gotta respect him for it. Because he's willing to get tomatoes and everything thrown at him at any given time.
Larry, they did. Listen, they didn't even have like who wore Jet starter? Remember the start? They didn't have a decent starter jacket. I can see, you know, the starter.
I had a black Jet starter jacket. I had the black. I had the listen, Mike. I had the black Jet starter jacket, yo. I had the black one. I had the green one. I couldn't afford the green one.
Get him, Mike. Get him. Kareem giving him the business too.
Listen, man. Listen, and plus, back in the day, they were stealing them Eagle starter jackets too. So I was like, if I wear a Jets joint, you know, nobody's gonna steal my jacket. And
Kareem said they ain't even make them.
Go down to I Goldberg, my brother. I Goldberg. I got 2 words for you. I Goldberg. You got it? I Goldberg.
That's what they did target practice with them jaws.
Listen, man. Rest in peace, Mom. But listen. Mom was like, I had to beg Mom to get me a starter jacket too.
She was like, you can get the cheapest one in here. That joint was on clearance as soon as it came out.
Oh my god.
Right from the
Kareem on fire right now, yo. Kareem is on fire. Reem, you on fire.
It was I Goldberg was it was kind of like a dry goods store. So I
Goldberg was the truth. That was the brand.
Yeah.
You had the Scully with the ball on the top.
Yeah.
When y'all talk football, you became a Jets fan. But So you want to hear that? I gotta know how you became a Jets.
Nobody want to know that, but that's he using mom. Mom, rest in peace. Mom, rest in peace. Listen, don't use mom to get you out of this jam. Cause mom ain't say you a Jets fan. I know Pop may say, cause Pop be ready to slap you upside your head every time you talking and you walk past the podcast.
Like when I first started liking the Jets, they had this quarterback by the name of Ken O'Brien, right? I was like, yo, what listen.
He's been muted. We muted him. He's been muted. K got the first mute of the day. Mike, K got the first mute of the day. This is sad.
Okay. Yeah.
Violation, total violation. Ken O'Brien. He ain't even say a name. Everybody going Ken O'Brien. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Google.
Yeah. I'd rather him go. What's the
Testaverde. He can go. Joe Name. And he wasn't even ready. He wasn't even there.
Right.
You want to let him back in?
Yeah,
You want to let him back in?
As long as he don't another chance, man.
All right. Okay, listen before I unmute you. Mike said he gonna give you another chance, but Mike has control of the mute button right now. I'm just letting you know that, bro. He's been unmuted.
Okay. What were the terms again?
Long as you don't say nothing in violation.
I mean,
listen. Even in the game,
Look,
I don't even remember the Jets being in the game. I don't even remember the Jets being in. So
they was in the game. It's just that nobody used them.
What, Tecmo Bowl?
Yes.
They wasn't on the original.
Yes, they were.
Yes, they was on the original team.
Ken O'Brien was the quarterback. Ken O'Brien was the quarterback. I'm gonna tell you who else it was too. You know who else was? My wide receiver was I think was Al Toon. He's like in his declining years and stuff like
declining.
that.
He was past declining. He retired and came back to play for the Jets. Jets was giving out contracts to retired players.
That's how.
All right, man. So
I've been playing. I still play on the 10. On the what's the name?
On the joint, all the games.
And I still don't see the Jets.
They're on there because we had what's his face? We had our defense was.
Yo, Daryl, make sure you hit that like button, bro. Make sure you hit that like button.
Daryl still playing. Gaston was still playing for them.
That's crazy.
K said.
Remember the New York Sack Exchange?
Come on, man. Yo, Daryl. K said he became a Jets fan when Ken O'Brien was the quarterback, yo.
No, because I thought because I was like, yo, who's this team? Because I asked them.
Daryl, he is out of pocket.
Yeah.
No, not Kareem said no, not the first. All the teams was on Super Bowl Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah.
Super Tecmo Bowl. Okay.
Unfortunately, they put the Jets on that.
The first Tecmo Bowl I'm talking the first Tecmo Bowl with Bo Jackson with the diagonal cheat code and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Jerry Rice was the fastest. Jets were definitely. I could win with the Jets. They ain't nothing. I win with the Jets.
Okay, stop. See, this is mute. He got muted.
What?
This boy said he can win with the Jets. Mike.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nobody even will play with the Jets. And he said he will win with the Jets. It ain't that much diagonal running.
Okay.
I'm gonna let him back in.
K was about to listen. K was about to say he put on and he showed us that Jet shirt to get on. That's what he did.
He knew we was talking about football this week. He knew he was about to start talking about football.
No, I'm just saying. I saw the team. I was like, yo, because seriously, Mike, Larry. But it's like this. I know Daryl ain't talking. He's a Bears.
He's a Bears fan. But at least they got something to talk about.
We have Super Bowls too.
We said what?
I mean, we have Super Bowl. We have a Super Bowl.
They got Singletary. They got Walter Payton.
Yeah, they got a history. The Bears a history.
They got Jim McMahon.
We got
yeah, exactly.
We got Lavorius Coles.
Y'all had Kevin Martin. Even the comments are saying mute him. I'm muting him. Reem, let me know when you want him back in. Reem, let me know when he let him back in. Yo, you got muted by comments, yo. That is bad, okay? You got muted by the comments. That's crazy. That is so crazy. That Daryl, Broadway Joe and the butt fumble is they history.
That's it.
That's their history right there. That's their history. Reem, you want to let him back in, Reem? Let me know if you want to let him back in, because he'll stay on pause, because you are the first person to tell somebody to mute him out of the comment section, bro. Please let us know. Let me know. And Reem ain't respond back yet, so K, you going to stay muted. We going to go back to Deshaun Watson, because K is out of pocket. How do you feel about this 6-game suspension and the NFL appealing the suspension, Mike?
Man, the NFL, man, like when it comes to like discipline, they had a chance to like they went to like an arbitrator or like a third suspended Deshaun Watson for the year from the beginning. But they try to take themselves out of it. I guess try to because they was going to probably ultimately get it anyway. So now you get this 6-game suspension. That did the ruling. She just saying absent for other players, and Deshaun convicted or arrested for anything that was civilly sued against them. So by the NFL, and now they want to be in an uproar, saying something they want a year suspension. Why did they just do that? I mean, so
back then,
I think the NFL, you know what I mean. So like you said, you had these right.
Yo, Pop.
Look at the NFL.
He said, "Yo, what's up?"
They gave him what they try to say it was a significant fine, but he should not be an owner in the NFL because is being charged against him from workplace harassment to sexual assault. The many years of history of just working into a case like Deshaun Watson. It seemed like they always trying to make know that the NFL is what 70, 75, and it's like they always trying to make an example of
the black
those players. Because I look at Calvin Ridley. He gets a year from gambling, and I think it was games that he didn't even play in. They went extreme on him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So then they on Watson. Why didn't y'all go extreme on Ben Roethlisberger shit that played that year? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They here and say that they believe
Part of that was because it was Pittsburgh.
Ben
You know.
But think about it. He had two. That got accused of rape. He got accused of rape.
Rape. Exactly.
And they like that, the R word.
Was it 6 games? At the end of playing 4.
6.
Like they're only missing 4 or something like that. Like I said, man, like I'm Deshaun Watson or whatever. You know what I mean? You excessively did something. For me to say what you did, that's I don't know all the facts. But the way the NFL discipline come in and be like holier than thou and try to me is bogus.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like y'all ruled on it. That should be the rule. And y'all listen, y'all just need to take that. You know what I mean? Because could have gave him the year from the beginning without going. It didn't. And I think they just need to eat that and go forward. You know what I mean? If anything like this happens again.
Yeah.
But also, too, they want attention. They also want attention, too, because even though it's bad attention for the NFL, it's still attention because now I bet you, like, in most game packages and stuff like that, like the Cleveland Browns are going to be at the top of the list for those game packages because they want to see, like, they don't care if he's getting booed out, just like with the Mike Vick stuff, you know, like Mike Vick's coming to the Eagles and everything like that. Like, okay, most people didn't want Mike Vick to play. You know, all the dog lovers out there and everything like that. But to be honest with you, that was bringing team a whole lot of attention because even people, whether you wanted to see Mike Vick play or you didn't want to see Mike Vick play, you wanted to see what was going to happen. So you bought that ticket. You paid. You tuned in on. Let me see. That's what NFC. So that's on Fox. So you tuned in to Fox at 1 o'clock, like to get those numbers up and everything like that. And that's what the NFL is actually kind of they're counting on, because they're counting on to see whether it's good news or bad news is still news. Like just like we learned in journalism class 101, if it bleeds, it leads. So it's like. You might not like Deshaun Watson. You might not like what he's been allegedly accused of and stuff like that, but you're still going to watch it just to see everybody else's reaction and stuff like that. Whether he plays good or he plays bad, you're still going to want to, you're still going to want to see him, succeed or not. You just want to see it. You want to see what he's going to say. Matter of fact, they're gonna tune in so much. They're gonna watch the whole game just to see his post game.
Yep.
Because that's where
ask some questions outside of the game.
Exactly, because a reporter's going to be out there, you'll be like, oh, well, how do you feel about this? And how do you feel about playing against the fans? They're accusing you of this and stuff like that. Da, 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 da. So it's like, hey.
And I'll be at the what you call them like this. If it's not about the football game, don't ask it while I'm walking away. You did your due diligence by coming up there to receive questions. But if y'all not going to ask the question, I think who's that? Marshawn Lynch or Westbrook and all of them. Just say, hey, if y'all want to go outside of what we talking about, the game itself, I'm done talking. Don't ask me that. And that's what. As soon as they ask that question, you walk off.
Step off.
You know what I'm saying? It has to be. But they make an example.
They're probably going to find him again for not doing interviews and stuff like that.
They can't. You can't find him once he shows up and you start asking questions and he says, "Listen, I'm here to talk about football. What happened in the game and such. If you ask me anything other than that, you do the Marshawn Lynch. Either you don't answer or you say next."
Yeah.
That's going to irritate him more. That's going to irritate him more. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's so difficult.
Yeah.
He's difficult.
I'm cool. I'm good. Say again, Mike.
All you got to do is say next question.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
Go up there.
Forget about the 330. Forget about the 335-yard game I just threw, which is
and the victory. Yeah, no.
And
talk
two
about
rushing
everything.
touchdowns. You want to talk about this?
Not at all. Yep, exactly.
Man, listen, is right, because it's the way they making it out. Well, the judge that found that was doing the hearing on the case, they find like sexual assault and stuff like this, right? I think I'm still trying to accuse them. You know what I mean? And like they not so. Is it like this? You know what I mean? Like, what is he really being accused of? Like this,
right?
To be like the way it is. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's crazy because accusations mean you don't know. It's just them saying something. And we all know in this society, you can get 10 people to say the same thing. If they can get something out of it. So I can just keep on adding people. Use a masseuse. Listen, we can get you paid. Not saying that I don't know. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm anti, because if something really did happen, I'm with understand the women's issue. But if the accusations is sexual act or misconduct, he never touched these women. They said that all he did was show them, take his towel off, ask.
And they said no. And once they said no, that's when he either left or he just never.
Right.
So that's what
I'm confused.
Like,
I'm just as confused. It's like a double. Like, what did he do wrong? Because we ask questions every day. We ask our wives. We ask our girlfriends, and if they say no, and then is that sexual misconduct? Because we guilty for it every day of the year.
Right.
Because like we saying like if they were saying persistent and then using that position as an NFL player and money, and the acts that he was saying no to, then that's rape. And that is they're saying that he. I'm not I don't want to say all, but some of the females that once he said no, he left. He didn't get hired again. So this is like real crazy. Like
it is.
You know,
it's like,
because my thing is like, I don't know.
yeah, I'm with you on that, because I'm just as confused. Because 1 minute it's like sexual misconduct or sexual, to me, is you touching, doing something, and they say no. You just consistently trying to do it. But if he never even touched the women, how am I being blamed for asking a question?
Because they probably look at it from,
all right, you can give me indecent exposure. All right, I dropped my towel. You didn't want. Oh, why you drop your towel? But my thing to that is, why did it take so long once he decided that he wanted to leave Houston for all these accusations to show up?
Accusations.
You see what I'm saying?
That's where it gets. That's when it turns into like a witch hunt.
I'm concerned about that. Y'all women didn't care all up until then, and now all of a sudden y'all pile all this stuff on at this particular time. You know what I'm saying? And if he did do anything,
I would is right. If somebody to do a job for you, and then you win, not saying like this would be criminally wrong for anything. You are wrong favors and stuff like that, right? Once he found out they wasn't with the favors, then it was like, oh. Now that's something that I could say that somebody to do a job, and then in turn ask for a job. That's something different.
Right.
You know what I mean? But again, just being a, you know what I mean, a man or of hiring practices, period.
Right.
As far as going, like you said, Larry, like I had to. I mean, we knew exactly what it was. Once it seemed like once Houston Texans that he didn't no longer want to be there, we knew something was going to happen. Remember, the owner was like, "No, I'm not trading you, and I'm not just showing." About to say, I'm not playing no more. We got to accuse of sexual misconduct. Like Daryl saying, Scott saying, it was coerce these women to find. It's like they try to find and then say, well, let's bring a suit against them. That's like what it is.
Yeah, and they know they could get the civil out of it.
Right.
And they know they could get the civil part out of it, because it's just something that's never going to go away from him. So his thing is, I'm still claiming that I'm innocent, but if I don't fight it, it's going to look like I'm guilty.
Right.
But I know y'all going to sue me for all this that's going on. Some money's going to come out of my pocket. I just pay y'all so I can get it out the way.
Right.
But I'm still saying I'm innocent. But at the end of the day, if I don't abide by this civil suit, this is going to be prolonged even longer, which means I can't play no more, because nobody's going to allow me to play while this civil suit is going on. So I settle. I heard one of the media people say, what's the black guy that used to be a GM or something? Louis Riddick. I think it was Louis Riddick. He said, if you're claiming you're innocent, I would never abide by the civil suit. But at the end of the day, Lewis, you got to think about it. That civil suit is not going nowhere.
Right.
He's going to be paying it anyway, whether you're guilty or not guilty. If you're guilty, the numbers go up.
Right.
But if you're not guilty, you're paying just to get this out of the way.
Right. And I think they're mad about that too, because he can get it out the way.
Yeah. And that's the big thing.
I just got this guaranteed contract and it's all guaranteed. They really don't like that.
No,
they
not at
definitely
all.
Like that. Because,
and his agent was smart. You only gonna make $1 million because we knew you were gonna get fined this year. We knew you were gonna get suspended. We're gonna make it, and now y'all want to say that it's something wrong with how his agent did it. Y'all want more money to come out of his pocket. It's like y'all, and it's bad to the fact that us African American analysts and stuff like that, because now we're in this new media world, as Draymond would say. It's like they're trying to wish these things happen, and they're not thinking of it as a regular person. They're not
Right.
looking at it as just a regular person. Accusations mean I just accused you of doing something. Just because you stole once don't mean you're going to steal again. But you're always going to be considered a thief.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now you're going to say he can't go to this massages and stuff like that without somebody holding his hand walking in. Come on, he a grown ass man and he didn't touch nobody.
Right.
But now you're doing all this stuff just to put the burden on the black man.
But they're setting the scene. But you see how they're setting the scene, though. They're setting the scene because if you got a chance to watch Real Sports with Brian Gumble, shout out to Brian Gumble and Soldado Brian, the women and like I said, I'm not judging these women. I'm with these
not
women
at all.
Something actually did happen. I'm with y'all.
I understand.
Because I don't want anything happening like to the females that I love in my life.
Right. Exactly. So, I have 2 daughters.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And my girlfriend, she has a daughter. So it's like what they were saying, I think they were, like you said, I think they were coerced a little bit. I think they were rehearsed a little bit to like see what they're going to say and how to say it, when to say it. When they ask you a question, take a pause, breathe a little bit, not even start crying, but just pause.
Show an emotion.
Just to show the sympathy, just to get like the sympathy and empathy and everything. Yeah. So
for those that's gonna not say fall for it, but that's gonna understand that part of it. But I look at it like this.
The crazy part is he's gonna pay the money.
My thing is this: how many, not just African Americans, because there are white people, Spanish, and everything. How many people go to jail for wrongful rape accusations and all that stuff, and then get released 10 years, 15 years later? It wasn't really him. He didn't do it. How many women get caught lying about being raped by these? And double-edged sword, some men have conducted themselves in bad behavior that need to be punished.
Most definitely.
But when we talk about a person being accused, that's like Mike and all 3 of us walk in the store and we walk out. 2 people say they stole something. We walked out with something. A third person comes say we walked out with something. They check our pockets and nothing's in them. But we being accused. So we're going to go to jail for that night, at least at the minimum, before we get released, just to find out that we never had nothing in the first place.
Every time we come in that store,
but every time we walk in that store, everybody's going to look at us differently.
Yeah. And like
and that's the bad.
On First Take, so you had Channing Crowder when he was the pity back off your point, and so like you said, they were saying I would never settle. I would never settle. I would never settle. Right? If I was a person accusing. If they feel that strongly that DESHAUN Watson did so, why would you take the settlement?
Clear.
We should not be putting it all on why they settle. Me, I was one of the people that was saying like, yo, if you feel as strongly as you do, like when he's saying he want to settle, is to settle, because like you said, it's never going away.
Never
fight this and this battle. The court of public for you to move on and your family to move on, and possibly is the settle. And I think that's the conversation that he had with the lawyer, was saying like, look, at the end of the day, that you didn't do nothing, and you can, but it's never going to go away in the court of public thing.
Nope, because it's your word against theirs.
Going to be, right. It's going to be that you did. You can go even if you get found. Whatever, you still going to be found in a court of public. So many accusers. So settle his name on, and then that way you can start finishing. Then you can just
move on. The flip
side of it is too, right? If you were the accuser, and they try like when other men talk about other men on like First Take and stuff like that, and they be so strong, and you put all this on this black man to be like, we gotta put the accusers in effect. If you feel that strong,
most definitely.
I think is that if I accuse, like you said, man, I know they did it. It's no amount of money that's for complete that no.
I want to see
Exactly.
justice.
You to be, well, look at it like, and I don't want to get too heavy, but let's look at people that females get burned in the street. They don't. That settlement ain't doing nothing for them first, or they want to see you something criminally happens to you where they're in prison or you getting incarcerated because they like, yo, a settlement doesn't do that for you.
Right.
You know, 23 of the 24 women even want to take took the settlement, lets me know that it's money that he was selling it for.
Yep. Exactly.
Once they saw he got that guaranteed contract, Mike.
It wasn't even just a guaranteed contract. It was the contract he made money prior to. It doesn't even matter. Like at the end of the day, Live J5, what up, Jay? Make sure you hit that like and make sure you hit that like button. I already know you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. He said 20 plus women, but not enough evidence for criminal indictment. I don't know the details of the case, but that's suspicious. And I'm going to speak to this because that's my uncle. My uncle been through some things in life, and he was accused of. And I'm pretty sure he don't mind talking about it because that's his life story. He's a changed man now. But when you are accused of something that you didn't do, it hurts more.
Right.
My uncle had to change his life for people to look at him differently. He was the same person, but as a person, we all make mistakes. He paid the punishment for what he did do, but he wasn't going to pay the punishment for something he didn't.
Right.
They're trying to make Deshaun Watson pay a punishment for something he didn't do, and they're going to kill him. They not understanding. Even us African American, Stephen A's and all of them. He's a black man, and we're already behind the 8 ball. And now he's a black man with white man money.
Which makes even more mad.
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
And they're going to do everything in their
power to take whatever they can
down. Like,
exactly.
Oh, you can't. Or they might even do something like this. They might try to get him. They might try to say something in the media to him. So, well, I bet you can't pay your way out of this, can you, Mr. Watson? You know. And
Stephen A. and them ain't making it no better.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm not sitting there saying it like because he's just a black man. Because, like I said, I have 2 daughters, and I might tell my daughter if somebody did something to you, you make sure you tell me then. Don't tell me later.
Yes.
You tell me then. These are grown women. Why all of a sudden you gonna tell them? When did this happen? And then they gonna go back to everybody that he had a masseuse with. And now all of a sudden, oh yeah, he did that to me too. So when it happened, there was no problem.
Look, like when they go back to all those women, you might even get the email. If you ever a family member ever use baby powder cause cancer and you want to join on a lawsuit, it just feel like if you ever was a masseuse of the lawsuit, come on in and
come on down. Yep.
Like, and and you've been using Johnson & Johnson's talcum powder.
Yep.
Please come in.
Yep.
You know, so it was, man, like if you was a masseuse, you feel like that he might have said something to you wrong. Like that's exactly what happened.
Exactly. And that could be just talk. That could just be talk. Live J5 say, from what I know about the criminal court system, if they can't find the evidence to indict you, it ain't there. And that's that's exactly. And he should know better than anybody right now on this panel right here.
That's bad.
If you don't have it,
but that's bad.
How they say? Look, OJ, if it don't fit, you must have quit.
Yeah, he's like, okay. And then
you see what I'm saying?
And they're probably just like, all right,
if it don't fit, you must have quit.
We're going to catch him in civil court. We're going to get him in civil court.
So what I can do, we can still get some money out of this, and we can still make him look bad in his reputation. Right. What happened to the white boy that beat up the black girl? That came in the news. The football player, even though he wasn't a landmark player, superstar,
right.
That went in the news and went straight out. Nobody talking about it. Robert Kraft, he got that fine. Went in the news, went out.
But now, like the NFL, it's a good old boys club though too.
Yeah, it's way overkill. And then for the league to the Players Association and the league, y'all both agree upon these terms with this judge, and now you're gonna sit there and say it's not right that she found, and she's a female.
Look, let's go back to the WNBA again. They trying to appeal to a certain fan base. To me, it's pandering to the female base, because now all of a sudden it's like, all right, money has no feelings. It's
like that quote.
About expanding into the market, into another joint venture, get this fan base. They already know they got the man fan base, so they're not worried about you. They're not
worried about us.
They're not worried about me. If you white, black, you know why? You know they know you're gonna show up on Sunday.
Yep.
So now it's like we don't care about this fan base that we trying to appeal to. So it's all about the money. So that Karen that sit on the side like, Deshaun Watson is playing.
Right.
You know, her husband gonna go every Sunday with his friend. They want her
to watch the game,
to go with her husband. So that's what it's all about.
To the tailgate.
To lead down, because these women on, and some of them that was like, listen, the 6 games that's what the league set for. You know what I mean? They would judge the hearing the case. But when you rate like now, all these people, these women are outraged. Game over again. Like
they want them exiled. It's crazy. But they want them exiled.
Listen, they want them exiled because they just, again, we know what Karen found, something that they just want to come in and you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
She wasn't watching the Browns game. Never watched the Browns game.
Right.
When she watched the Pittsburgh Steelers play in Cleveland, she watched Ben Roethlisberger throw touchdown passes again
all day long and cheered away.
So now, right. So now,
Peyton Manning. Let's not forget.
And very, very clear accused of rape.
That's
the thing.
Clear.
He was not saying that.
Multiple.
Like and I'm not saying that what he said like easier, because again, we don't really know what he's accused of.
Exactly. So, we only know what we hear and what they put in front of us that we can read and see.
So the push from that the NFL was trying to get, you know what I mean, and white women, they're trying to get white American women, you know what I'm saying? So now they're trying to because I'm not seeing this outrage from black, it's from Hispanic women. I'm not seeing that. You know what I mean?
All right.
I watch Kimberly A. Martin, who covers the Browns, and she been following those in the outrage of Deshaun Watson 6 games suspended. Right. So the fan base, so the NFL again, like I said, money has no feelings. So this ain't got to do with nobody. We can't let this fan base that we trying to grab. We can't let them go nowhere.
Yep.
You know how else. They got us with the.
We got them. We got them right now.
Matter.
We got their attention.
Black Lives Matter. Remember when they did the Black Lives Matter campaign? Not them no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
LU, watch. They're gonna be wearing. You know what I mean? They gonna get that. They gonna money yet. They gonna try to pull one, and that's all.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I say the same thing because it's sad to say that, because what Kaepernick did laid the foundation to all these things that's going on right now, as far as these accusations and NFL taking advantage of opportunity. Cap kneeled for whatever reasons. Nobody was really caring about people standing for the flag and all this other stuff. As soon as he did it, he exiled. Then they piggyback off of what he did the following year and start supporting Black Lives Matter. We support this, we support that. Now you got commercials and all this other stuff. It's all a money grab for them.
Yeah.
Money grab for them.
And guess what? And no disrespect, like I said, no disrespect to the victims, who suffered like through this ordeal with with Deshaun Watson. But they're probably going to make some commercials, some PSAs on that, to generate more money, T-shirts, merchandise, things of that sort. But I mean,
this would have been a great.
Let that be Tom Brady.
This would have
been. Let that be Tom Brady who did that.
Say again, Mike.
My fault, Mike.
This would have been a great time to have a female on this. Again, we're giving a male perspective.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Because again, we don't want to sound like three men that's just like
right
and not understand like because
the female perspective.
Right. Perspective. I'm not a woman. I don't want you. My perspective is a man.
We all agree on that.
And I would love that.
So that's something that we could think about, Mike. If we can find somebody that's willing to come on, because the door is open to everybody. It's just the fellas always popping up. We did have Sabrina's pop in here last week, but she ain't pop on today. So, but
they can give us insight, man. They can get again. They might feel the same way we did on what was wrong. You know what I mean? Like school us on too. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. Let's get another word from one of the sponsors. Kofa, you got this one, Kay.
Kofa Christian Sports, 19th annual Bible basketball summer camp for boys and girls ages from 6 to 14 years old starts August 15th and ends on September the 2nd, 2022. $30 registration fee. Spots are first come, first serve. Sponsored by Penn State's own pro basketball player extraordinaire, DJ Newbill. You know who he is. And the registered contact at 267-819-6682 or Kofa Sporting Incorporated at AOL.com. That's Kofa, COFA Sports, INC, SPORTS, INC at AOL.com. It's at the MLK Rec Center at 2101 Cecil B. Moore Ave, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yes, sir. So, big shout out to Stan, Groovy Laws, and DJ Newbill running that camp. And we got one more sponsor. We gonna let Mike do that before we get off. We an hour and 43 minutes.
I ain't put me. Yeah, how you gonna put me on without like
I'm putting you on the spot because you here, bro, with your broken language speaker. Yeah, you're part of the show with us, bro. Am I right or wrong? Bucket Gang part of the show, right?
Bucket Gang.
No doubt.
All right. Don't do that. Don't do that. We ain't doing that over here. Not over here. Do you want the mute button, bro?
Oh man,
you want to be muted?
Hey, Mike, don't let him talk to you like that.
Listen, Mike. Don't.
I don't like the way you're talking to him there. I don't like the way you're talking to him.
Kay ain't get one of these today, so you ain't get one of those today. So you better slow up.
I mean, if Pee Wee's still listening, if P Dubs, you still listening, P Dubs. I mean, I can go down my all the great Jet quarterbacks that were out there. So
guess who stepped in the chat?
What up, SB Talk Sports? What up, my G?
What up, S Dizzle? What up? Appreciate you hopping in, bro.
Yes, sir.
You should have, you can always hit me if you wanted to jump on, pause, and stand Groovy Walls words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What he say? He's going crazy with the mute button already. No, actually, we ain't go crazy. Kay had some moments, and Mike muted him. I muted him once. Mike muted him twice, and Kareem was in the comments and muted him. So he got the first mute from the comments. SB, he got the first mute from the comments, bro.
Well, it's like
if you available. If you available, SB, if you available, I can send you the link and you can hop on pause for the last couple of minutes of the segment. That's up to you, brother. That's up to you.
I mean, listen, man,
What'd you say, Mike?
There, you gotta say if you want to join. You know what I'm saying?
I paused though. I gave pauses. I gave pauses there. I did give pauses. You know what I'm saying? And SB trying to tell some pause, yo. Whatever, man. I already said the pauses. I said the pauses already. SB, you got muted. SB been muted from the comments. We not reading no more SB posts for a couple seconds. SB, you got muted from the comments. How you mute people from the comments? No, I'll be on next week.
Oh, bet.
Pause. Look at you. No, I'll be on next week. Look at you. Like, you pause yourself, bro.
That's what's up. We really gonna get into it then. That's
Oh, look at you! Come on, Kay.
Hey, let's get it in there.
Oh.
Let's just put it in there.
Out of pocket, man. Out of pocket, man.
If Pee Wee's still listening, I mean, like, I can tell you how I became a Jets fan, but I mean, I don't know if you guys have time for all that.
Go ahead, man. You can state your last bit of
I mean, I'm just gonna put it to you like this
because next week it's gonna be held to everybody around the league. Because we are going to, before I say the wrong words, I had to pause again. But it's gonna be heavy next week with the NFL talk. Mike, you in here on Mike next week? You up, Mike? You up for it? Pause.
Yeah, I'm dead. Because
all right.
You talking about the Eagles?
We ain't gonna start. We ain't gonna start on the NFC East though. That's gonna be too early. We gonna start off with the AFC. What we do?
AFC South
or something where ain't no fans in that whole that whole division. Don't got no fans.
Damn, do they have any fans down there in the AFC South?
Yo, listen to this boy.
So the Jets should be at. The Jets should be.
SB a Chargers fan. SB a Chargers fan now. Yo, this boy vicious, man.
No, the AFC South is all right though, because the AFC they got Indy, they got Tennessee, they have the Texans, and they have Jacksonville. I think.
Gosh, next week
that's not bad. That's not bad.
Look forward to next week. We're going to start the NFL dialogue, where we're gonna be going by division, conference.
Shout out to all my Jets fans out there. Shout out to all my Jets fans. Unite.
We would like anybody that's a fan of anybody in that division that we going over, or that conference, to join the live and shoot your shot. Pause.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
And guess what?
We want the smoke here. We want the smoke.
What? You don't have, just because you guys are from Philadelphia, that does not mean you have to be, you don't have to follow the Eagles. That don't mean nothing.
Oh, crazy.
You can cheer for the Broncos, the Chargers, the Jets, the Buffalo. Well, I've never seen a Buffalo Bills fan in Philadelphia. I've never seen that. But the Colts, you know what I mean? The Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't care who you cheer. You don't be scared to cheer for your real team. Don't be scared of that.
Yo, I'm gonna add a pause button to the show. Unc was right, so we don't have to keep saying. I'm just gonna hit that button. Bam.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
That's all we're gonna do. And here go SB. Zach Wilson, the MILF hunter.
Yeah.
Sack attack.
Y'all
Sack attack, baby.
Oh, you got something to say about that quarterback? I think it was something worthy of me using these breaths.
I mean,
exactly. This is exactly what you should do.
Listen, we're going to be all right this year. We're not going to – I'll put it to you like this. I'm not expecting but so much from the Jets this coming year. If we get more than our win total that I project, then that's a bonus for me. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to really get into my projected.
A win is a bonus.
See, that's what I'm talking about, right? You know what? Shout out to all the great Jets quarterbacks out there. Shout out to Joe Namath. Shout out to Geno Smith, Michael Vick, Frank Reich, Bobby Brister, Mark Sanchez.
Y'all had Rodney Peete at one time too, right?
We sure enough did. Y'all had Oh, no, wait. Didn't the Eagles have them too?
But we're not talking about the Eagles. We talking about whoever your team is called.
You know what? That was from the reason why we got Rodney Peete.
No. We don't want to hear the reason. We don't want to hear the reason.
Deal for Rich Kotite.
Rich Kotite.
That was a double trade deal for Rich Kotite. He
Yeah.
did coach the Jets.
Yes, he did.
To a 1-16
That was the
record.
starter jackets with the pouch in the front. The starter jackets with the pouch in the front.
That's what I
Kotite. He was the worst.
think coach the Jets.
That's how bad they.
That's how bad.
That's bad, bro.
Yeah,
That's bad, bro. But we got one more. We got one more sponsor.
The New Jersey Jets or the New York Jets?
You said the New Jersey Jets. That's
Larry, what's the sponsor, Larry? Go ahead.
Mike, you got this one, bro.
Go ahead, I'm waiting for you.
Let's go, Mike. Oh gosh, Mike can't. Mike can't speak on the sponsor.
I can't see that. EDU education first, or with class Classic open with this Saturday, July 30th. Delphil 7th grade, 9 to 11 a.m. and 11 to 1 p.m. Yeah, I want to. So education first hardware classic open run Saturday, July 30th. This is old though.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Oh, that is old. It's not old. Oh, that is old, but he still have it going on though.
Are you still doing trials?
Okay. So
yeah, he's still doing it.
This is I think it's have open run. So basically, I'm figuring 6th and 7th grade, 9 to 11, and 8th and 9th.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to support that.
Appreciate it. No doubt. Make sure you get out there and hit up our boy Kyrie McKee. Mm-hmm. He doing what he do over there at Belfield Recreation, the legendary Belfield Recreation Center. Ken, what up, Ken?
What up, Ken? KD, what's up?
Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button, bro. Make sure you hit that like button. We need those. We trying to get to 100 subscribers, y'all, man.
Mm-hmm.
We got a little hump, right, man.
Larry, you gotta start doing. You got start doing the clips, Larry.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to do that. I'll be in the mix, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, bro. We gonna be straight. We gonna be straight.
Yeah, put them on.
Yeah, we gonna work on that. We gonna work on that, bro. We gonna be straight. We got to come up with a name for the panel for for us who always on here together. We got to come up with a name with that so that when we have our debates, you know what I'm saying? We gonna rock and roll it, man. Little by little.
I got a question for you guys real quick before we get off and whatnot. So you guys were mentioning Jets coaches and you guys were like making fun of me and stuff.
Back here again.
Listen to me now. Yeah, we're back here. What about Rex Ryan and Herm Edwards? What about them? Weren't they good Jets coaches?
Who?
Herm Edwards, Rex Ryan. We play to win the game.
That's great. That's great right there.
We play to win the game.
Darnell Scott says you should never
Darnell.
expect more than
Daryl, he jacked your name up and everything.
My fault, Daryl. Daryl says, "What up, little bro?" Daryl says you should never expect more than 3 wins. All right, well, check this out. Check this out, because I mean,
it seems like the Jets got the
KD
first pick every year. You know?
Oh man, it's a landslide.
Man, listen, I'm telling you, man, we're gonna upset some folks this year. I'm about to put it to you like that.
I gotta hear this story. When we story now. How you
became a Jets fan? No, because I was watching him on NBC one year. I was watching him on NBC that year. I was like, oh snap! He's like, and they were good that year too because they had
You're sitting on the couch with the pleather with the plastic on it.
Yep, they had. Well, I think Ken O'Brien was there, but then then I believe Boomer Esiason was going to take over. So I was like, "Yo, Dad, what's this team?" He's like, "They the Jets." I thought they were the Eagles, for real. I was like, "Oh, all right." So I was like, "I'm just going to stick with them." I'm like, "I like this team. This team's going to do some things." So I'm just going to stick with them. Like, all right, bet. So
I don't give a fuck.
So a couple years later, they go to the playoffs. They go to the playoffs and whatnot. Then they got Keyshawn a couple years later.
That was their best quarterback, Chad Pennington.
No, I think Vinny was a little bit better because Vinny got us to the AFC Championship.
Go ahead, finish with your story. We just gonna keep on browsing through everything that's going on in this world while he's discussing.
Never mind. I'm cool. I just like the joke. I was like, yo, this team is good. I think they're gonna do some things.
Oh, somebody just threw a bottle through your window.
I think they're gonna do some things. And I just stuck with them. I just liked them. I liked them for who they had. They had, some pretty good, some pretty good players. Wide receivers were good.
They shooting.
They had good wide receivers like Keyshawn Johnson, Santonio Holmes, Wayne Corbett, Santana. Didn't
Santana Moss.
The best receiver not named Randy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we had Jeremy Curley, Lavarnius Coles. He was a good tight end.
Kevin Martin.
For a good year. Yeah, we were good.
Yeah.
Curtis Conway,
Curtis
Conway. Yeah, Jermaine
Curtis
Kears
Martin
was on there too.
Yeah.
We had some good times. We had some good times out there. They were great coaches, but y'all franchises trash truck juice. Girl, I know you're not talking. Who is their coach right about now? Yes, yes. Thank you, J5. Thank you, J5.
You about to get gunshots too, going?
Why? Because
you're not listening.
Why? Because Mark Sanchez got us to the AFC Championship twice.
But you just said Benny Testaverde was your best quarterback.
I see he's better than.
Didn't he just say that when I said?
I say he's better. No, I see he's better than he was better than Pennington.
But you said Benny Testaverde right after that.
He definitely goes up there.
Why didn't you say Mark Sanchez?
Mark Sanchez goes up there too.
I ain't debating that.
Mark Sanchez goes up there too. I mean, listen.
Yeah, whatever you want for the Jets.
That was legitness.
Yeah, it was.
I want to know who. I want to know, hey Daryl. I want to know who's going to be the new Bears quarterback. I don't know who is going to be.
We talking about the Jets right now, Daryl. You don't have to answer that question until next week.
No.
When we get to Chicago.
Stick up for your brother. That's right. Stick up for your brother. Do that.
Y'all all my brothers, but it's nothing to stick up for you, Pauls, when you're talking about the Jets.
You know what?
Mike can't even take up for you if somebody talking about the Jets. That's bad, man. And we supposed to be a family here.
We are, but I'm just saying, like, it's nothing wrong with being a Jets fan. Just as bad as being a Bears fan too.
Oh damn! Uh oh.
We're a Cowboys fan. We're an Eagles fan.
It's about to get ugly out here. NFL season is upon us.
But shout out to all the great Jets quarterbacks out there that I have mentioned.
That is sarcasm.
Zach Wilson, I'm definitely gonna. Hopefully, he's gonna have like a banner year for us. But at the end of the day, like that
K getting his notes ready for when we talk about the Jets when we get to that division, boy.
I'm already typing Jones up right now.
We ain't even gonna have to get a chance to talk about the rest of the teams. That podcast is gonna be like 2 hours, 3-4 hours long. You gonna be trying to defend them.
My phone gonna die. It's dying. Hey, you do it time.
Yo, you know what? Hey, Mike, that's a good question. That's a perfect segue, Mike. Hey, Mike, I got a question for you. Like, if you had $100 to bet on any team in the league, whatnot, would you bet on the Clippers? Or what? Or matter of fact, what team would you bet on? $100 to win the chip. Any team. It
wouldn't be no damn Clippers.
No,
why not?
I bet on the Warriors before.
Really? Because I've been reading. Listen, I've been reading all.
I would take my chances with Memphis first.
No, it's okay.
I'm talking about if we're all healthy. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's like 90 to 100%. Everybody's healthy. All the way down the tier. Everybody's healthy.
I go with LA.
Picking the Clippers.
I go with LA.
Lakers or the Clippers?
Lakers.
I'm going with the Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers ain't
not
got
because I'm a Clippers fan.
You don't have a bad team. Have a bad team on paper. Nobody's got to see them. But one of the guys we see on the court.
Yeah, he said the same. He said Mike. He said the main thing. No, Kay, shut your face right now. We gonna mute you.
How come nobody's muting Mike?
Because nobody, Mike ain't deserve that. You deserve it. You gonna tell someone if everybody's healthy. How can you say that, Mike? How can he say that though? If everybody's healthy, who do you bet $100 on?
Yeah,
you can't even say that about your own team. That's a wish. One wish. You sound like Ray J at the Verses or something right now. That boy sound like Ray J at the Verses. So if you had $100 and everybody was healthy, what team? No.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be the Clippers.
No.
The Clippers.
No. Yo, listen, man. We've been on here 2 hours today. Next week, the ball game pause begins. NFL season predictions. We would start talking about conferences, divisions, everything. And if you want to be on a podcast live when we talking about that your team, all you have to do is shout us a holler. Let us know that you in here. We'll bring you in, and you get to speak your piece, whether you like it or not.
Rep your squad.
Rep your squad.
If you're a Vikings fan, rep your squad.
If you're a Jets fan,
rep your squad.
He's the only Jets fan. It's like, so, if y'all here, y'all want to be on here, have some fun, good old conversation. And if we get, rolling, we might do 2 divisions at once.
Man, Cowboys fans.
No, the
Eagles
NFC
fans,
East gonna be
this is
last.
for
You
y'all.
know that's gonna be like
This
the
is for
last
y'all.
division we go over.
Man, listen, I
Cause
can
that's
just
gonna be
imagine-
that's gonna be massive.
I can just
We gotta have like a 3-4 hour show for that one.
I'm gonna sit back on that.
It's gonna be like 40 people trying to get on this.
Man, listen,
Listen,
man, listen.
the
I can't
AFC
wait.
South is going to be a 5-minute debate, like you said.
Yeah, that'll be 5 minutes. And the NFC South.
We
That'll be
should
about 5
have who we
minutes.
think going to win the division and then move on. 'Cause who they?
Mike,
Nobody cares.
it's funny you say that
Everybody-
because me and Kay said the same thing last week when we started talking about it.
You know,
We said we should just
Nobody
say who
won.
we think gonna win it and just keep it moving. But
Especially
that's
that
in all
South.
fairness.
Jaguars and-
Garbage.
In all fairness, I don't want our podcast to be like we are very ignorant to those who may like that we might find in the weeds. So what we can do, Mike, is by Wednesday, start Wednesday. If you want to post on your Facebook, you know you part of the crew. Post on the Facebook in the Basement Podcast when we decide what division we're gonna start out first. If y'all want to join, hit your DM. So once they hit your DM, if we get some responses, whatever.
I
So
only
on
know,
Sunday,
I only know one person that like a team from the AFC.
and that's all we need is that one person for that team. So then we
That's
just get somebody from the
That's
other
why,
team.
you know, why? But
Why?
They
Oh
ain't
yeah,
no
that's
wine.
Titans all day
that's the
long.
Titans.
Oh, word? Okay.
Yeah,
Is that
that would be a
the
good
AFC?
take though. That would be a good take though.
Yeah.
Cause why he love his Titans.
Yeah.
He
see
loves
them going
Titans
head-to-head.
like
I see
K
them
like
going
Jets.
head-to-head. Yeah,
At
that's
least-
cool. I
But
mean,
He the only one that cared though, Larry. Think about it. For the AFC South.
we run that division.
But yeah, Mike, we can do that next
That's
week.
not division.
Next week we're gonna decide what division we're gonna start off with. Well, I'll hit you up, you know what I mean, DM me or call you or whatever, and we decide what division. Then we'll post it. Yeah. So before we get out of here, that bucket gang, you gotta send us our shirts. We need our shirts. We need our shirts. The bucket gang, new T-shirt design. You got the AI
I got a couple
crossover with the zip code, with the barcode, and what that say?
Mm.
And the bucket gang under there. I
Like
seen a
that.
couple of them. I'm like, okay, we
Yeah,
need
I know.
that.
Yeah,
We
P Double
need
like
that.
that joint. P
You
Double
know what I'm
like that
saying?
joint.
So, and Mike, you guys send us the logo so we can promote it, of course.
Right,
Part of the family at Free Pomo. So we gotta put that out there where you can get it at and all that stuff. So you go ahead, shoot your shot. Even though your mic is still jacked up, we gonna get you in a better part of the house or something. I don't care if you gotta go sit in the tub.
You know what it is? It's probably
What?
the mansion part of my house.
Oh.
The air conditioning, the fan, and all that. It's you know.
Oh.
I got a little
The mansion
I'll
part.
get
Oh.
You
the.
know what I'm saying?
I
He's,
get it, I
he's
get
in
it,
the
I
back
get it.
cave. You know what I'm saying? He pressed a button
Oh.
and the whole steps and everything goes up.
Excuse
and
me. This dude
excuse
talking
us.
something. Yeah, I'm in the mansion part of the house.
Yeah, you know what
Oh.
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me. I
You feel me?
didn't mean to offend you, Governor.
Not at all. Not one bit.
Yeah.
Not
My
one
bad.
bit.
Let me wash my tone when Mike comes through. Excuse me.
No, yeah, all my stuff is done.
Okay.
Stuff up.
That's what's up.
So look, man,
Hey,
it was
man,
I enjoy y'all. See y'all.
oh, me too,
Hey,
man.
Larry,
I can't wait till next
Friday.
week, Mike. Oh man, it's gonna be on next
Yeah,
week.
send me, and I send you the design. Send me which one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All you gotta do is send me the PNG. Send me the PNG. And you know what I mean? Either the PNG or a JPEG. It doesn't matter. But as long as it's a background, so
All right.
like how we did Lou
Right.
and them logo, it can just pop up,
Right.
you know, and see it clearly. So we can put that on there. But yeah, man, we want to thank our brother from another, Mike Anderson II, for popping up
All right,
today.
y'all.
Mike, you got any shout outs before we get out of here?
Man, shout out to y'all. Y'all keep doing your thing. You know, let's get to 100.
Let's
you
get
know,
to that
next
100.
thing. And shout out to everybody. Stan. Shout out to Danny Rump, the Chosen League Hoops.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
man.
didn't mention the Chosen League.
Chosen League. Yo, we gotta jump on that.
Yeah.
That's not, you know what I mean? All them, so, you know what I mean? Holla at y'all.
All right, Mike. Appreciate you, bro. Bucket
Mike.
gang. Oh man, K.
Sir.
Any last words?
Yeah.
For
just,
next
you know,
week, because it's gonna get feisty. It's
Well,
gonna
man,
get
listen, man.
shizzle. It's gonna be
Man, listen,
fire.
I can't wait.
Oh
I'm
man,
glad we
I-
didn't go over anything.
our
today.
likes-
I'm glad we didn't.
our likes, subscriptions, our viewers, everything should go up starting really for real next week because people get real personal about this football thing here.
Yo, especially
So,
like Cowboys fans and Eagles
yes.
fans, like just
Yeah.
that alone.
That alone,
I
we should get 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes and new subscribers just from that.
That's my only.
Just from that.
That's my only. That's the only thing I'm really jealous of you guys of because like you guys have that rivalry for like 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
And you guys, it's petty. It's you guys have a
Very
real
petty. It's like
petty,
somebody get hurt, you're clapping, all that stuff. Yeah.
Listen, I know a couple
personal.
A couple girlfriends. I know a couple old girlfriends who were diehard Philadelphia Eagles fans, and they said to me, Kenneth, I would not be dating you if you were a Cowboys fan. Like I don't care. I don't care if you're like the best guy.
But the
for
problem,
the job and
problem is that they dating you and you a Jets fan.
Well, that's because it has nothing to do with their conference or their division. So,
but the color should be ignorant. It's just rude.
Like for example, like shout out to LaShawn. Like LaShawn's a diehard Eagles fan. Bang. Her mom's a Dallas Cowboys fan. So they're clashing.
We love our mom.
Listen, they are clashing. I mean, there's been times
shout out to
where they
LaShawn
haven't
mom.
even. Shout out to LaShawn. Shout out to Miss Linda.
Shout out Miss Linda.
There's some times where they haven't even spoke to each other for like a week, all because of like that that rivalry, man. It gets deep, man. It's petty.
Ken, man, you late, bro. We talked about the Deshaun Watson thing a long time ago, man. But you can always go back and watch it.
But you know what, KD? Tune in next week. We can talk about it a little bit more again before we get into our previews and predictions and stuff like that.
Yeah. So if you know what, and we thank y'all for showing up today. Commenting, Daryl, J5, Ant, who else? SB. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Who else popped up in here?
KD, what's your team, man?
Reem, yeah.
Yeah, KD, what's your team? Let us know what your team is too. I hope it's like Minnesota or something like that.
Oh
man,
man,
Tampa Bay or something like that.
Stop it, man. Listen, we thank y'all for showing up today, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my new godson, Tamika and Terry, with the baby being born this past Wednesday, little Terry, the junior. Family and friends, appreciate y'all. Danny Rump, Chosen League, Uptown Memorial, that's Bo, West, Chaffee, Mike Moore, the whole Rump family, Foundation. What's his name that run Chosen League?
Raheem Ali.
Raheem, yeah. Big shout out to Raheem, Chosen League. Much more success, brother.
College.
Yes.
Damn.
Wishing you much more success, and so
man.
far everything's going well over there at the Chosen League. Hopefully, I can get down there, man. I do want to check out, my niece and nephew, godsons over there playing as well. So I look forward to trying to get down there, eventually to check out a couple games. Definitely. And thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this podcast is not only for us; it's for us, literally. You know what I'm saying? We created this podcast to give light to and have fun and debate and do the trash talking that we do, having fun with the sound effects and everything, promoting businesses. It's all about everything. Like, we talk sports, very little of anything other than that, but we will start talking about a little bit more stuff like the games, like Madden and 2Ks and stuff like that, because I still play them. I ain't gonna lie, Call of Duty, all that stuff. I still be in there. My little daughter got me playing Fortnite.
Oh,
my bro Key got me playing Fortnite. I be having headaches and stuff like that. Sometimes playing that John, they be playing forever and all day long. I'll be
building things, setting things on fire.
I can't. I don't know how to build nothing though, so don't even worry about that part. But yeah, man, I appreciate all y'all for showing up. Please hit that like, subscribe button. If you know somebody, tell them subscribe to the channel. We trying to get to 100 subscribers, and we want more than 100, but 100 would be a great way to say thank you. Yeah. And that 100 subscriber, once we find out who that is, they gonna get the package. Pause.
Pause.
Pause. Shirt. Get a hat. You gonna get some gear. You know what I'm saying? You got your show up on the podcast, You can promote if you got a business or whatever, or just let people know how long you've been watching the show. We at episode 27 right now. 28 will be next week.
Nice.
So, we rocking and rolling, you know what I'm saying?
Previous, baby.
We just love y'all support, and make sure y'all tell somebody about it, man. All right, that's my shout outs, K.
Basically, my shout out's gonna be short and sweet, man. Shout out to the fam and everybody. Shout out to LaShawn and Miss Linda. Hope you're doing a little bit better. Shout out to Little Paige, aka the Extra P. Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Kyle and Trent. Safe travels back up there to Penn State. Shout out to the AKAs out there.
Yeah, we didn't do the doc report. My bad. Yeah.
So, all right, he'll definitely be back next week.
SB Sports Talk, our brethren. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who's out there listening. And I'm gonna give a future shout out. I'm gonna give a future shout out to everybody who's gonna tune in next week on this football thing. I'm telling you, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get personal.
It's gonna get very personal.
You guys.
We doing the NFL fantasy football too. Our IDB podcast is going to do a fantasy football. We doing that with the collabing with Black Psychologist podcast.
Okay.
He's hosting that, so it's gonna be my first time, real time, actually doing a fantasy football.
It's fun,
so I heard it's very fun. So we gonna see what it's hitting for. You know what I'm saying? We gonna definitely see what it's hitting for.
And speaking of which, shout out to the Black Psychologist podcast, Dr. J. You're gonna like him too.
Yeah, because he's a Cowboys fan. What up, Doc? You know what I'm saying? What up, Doc? But man. So we look forward to this, man. Next week, get y'all notes, everything. Get y'all everything y'all want to say. Bring it. You know what I'm saying? We want all the smoke. Everybody want the smoke. We here for the smoke. Real talk. We want it all. Bring it. You know what I'm saying? But in closing, thank y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all once again. Like, subscribe, share. All we trying to do is get subscribers. All we trying to do is just build the community, man. We all in the basement. Everybody can be in the basement. It's no special privileges to anybody. Anybody can be in the basement at any given time. You never know who might pop up, special guests. You know what I'm saying? But we working on it. We working. And we ain't gonna stop working. We won't let y'all down. We definitely not gonna let ourselves down. So, with that being said, deuces from your boy. This is the next step in who?
Okay.
Thank you.